Yes, welcome back to the Morning Blend. Now, many of us care where our beef, our chicken, our produce come from, but why do we care so much about our seafood? The demand for seafood is constantly growing. Question is, how do you keep it sustainable?
I'm on a fish high. This is amazing. Here to offer quick and easy seafood recipes, plus how to incorporate tips based from the respected Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch is Emmy-nominated chef and cookbook author Nathan Lyon. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
And,
Good morning.
and thank you for bringing all this in and talking all things sustainability.
Right.
We've heard the word being thrown around for years now. We know there's a lot of chefs in the Las Vegas Strip who say, oh, sustainability, it's all about sustainability. Why is sustainability so important?
You know, it's interesting because when you look back, let's say 50 years, and the way that we as the human race used to do a lot of fishing, it's really not very good for the ecosystem.
No.
I mean, people used to throw out so many hooks and then hook things like turtles and sharks and things that they don't even want to eat.
Yeah.
So now you have different fishing methods that are sustainable, so you only catch the fish that you want, and so you don't degrade the ecosystem, and you don't take fishes that you don't want and kill them and take them out of the water. So this is so much more streamlined right now, and there's really no better way to do that than by using this little bad boy. This is called the Seafood Watch app. I get choked up just with seafood.
Oh, it's so emotional.
I know. It's just something as chefs we just feel so passionate about. And the Seafood Watch app, it's from the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Okay.
It makes things so easy because when you go to the grocery store and you're not sure what's sustainable, you just look it up in the app. It'll tell you what fish is sustainable. It lets you know where it's from, the fishing method. It really takes all the guesswork out of it.
See, when you go to your grocery store, you see all of your greens, your fruits or vegetables are in the organic section.
Organic,
Yeah,
and it's
Or you'll
more
have
expensive.
the chicken will say grass-fed or organic or natural.
Right.
But there's really not
How
that
do you
section for
really-
fish, so this helps kind of clear up that mystery.
This is exactly that. I mean, it's so wonderful because sustainable seafood is one of these things that it's such an easy choice. You go to the restaurant and you ask, is this sustainable? And you go to your grocery store and you're like, is this sustainable? It's not a weird conversation to have. Just like if you say, where's your organic section? That's not weird. And do you have gluten-free? Not weird
it's
at
so
all.
trendy these days as well, which is a good thing, right?
It is a great thing. Yeah, I want everybody to download the Seafood Watch app because when you realize how easy it is to simply say, is that type of salmon sustainable or is that type? And then get the type that's sustainable, and you have made a huge change just by that one single choice.
And how much does this app cost? $10? $20?
No, it is absolutely free.
Yes.
It is the favorite. It is the favorite word. We have food and we have free, and they both go really well together.
They're
There's
fantastic.
an app,
Yeah.
and it's on our phone, which we're on
Two
all the time.
four-letter F words that you're allowed to say on television.
That's right.
Food
Food
and free.
and free.
Food and free.
That's right.
God, that's the third one.
So how do you guys feel about having me build you a really lovely sustainable seafood taco?
I think we feel
Great.
good.
Is Sean,
Yes.
Sean's like,
Food,
absolutely.
yes.
You know, I know it's
Free?
early in the morning, but if you
that's
think
okay.
about it, when we all contact our partners and our boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives at 4:30, and we're grown people, and you're like, hey, honey, what do you want for dinner?
Yes.
I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I
Exactly.
don't know. What
The
do you want
dance
for
happens,
dinner?
yeah.
So this is one of those things that I want you to think about having for dinner. And one of the great things about the Seafood Watch app also is that it helps you find Seafood Watch partners like restaurants and grocery stores that sell sustainable seafood.
Awesome.
So I flew in late last night, looked up on the app, Whole Foods sells sustainable seafood, and all of the seafood is sustainable.
Awesome.
It tells
Great.
you locally where you're, because it's
Anywhere in the
geo.
U.S.
Yeah,
So if you fly to New York and you look up on your app, it'll tell you what restaurants and what grocery stores sell sustainable seafood. It makes things so easy.
Yeah.
And again, you look it up on the app, and I looked up, well, here's tilapia and salmon and rockfish and swordfish. All of them are sustainable. I couldn't make a decision, so I got them all for you guys. Let that be the worst thing that ever happened.
Happy wife. Yeah.
So if you enjoy really lovely smells, give that a smell. That's cumin and
So good.
coriander.
Oh, wow.
And
Very
all I
good.
did was add coriander, cumin, salt, and pepper, and a little bit of butter on top of this wonderful rockfish.
Okay.
And then about 4 minutes on each side.
Where do rockfish come from?
Rockfish is a Pacific fish.
Okay.
And it's such a great success story when you talk about sustainable practices because a while back it was thought of as being decimated, that fishery. So nobody was allowed to fish it.
Thank God they made that decision to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
They
And
saved
so
the whole species.
it was on the red list, like
Yeah.
nobody should buy it, nobody should fish it. And a number of years later, with the government's help and the local help as far as fishermen and California, and now it's made a humongous comeback, and we can enjoy it. It's moist, it's flaky, it's delicious, it's sweet, and as a chef, I'm like, oh, thank
So
goodness
fun to
rockfish
work
is
with.
back. Yeah, exactly.
Made it come back. There you
So
go.
I just pan cook this about
Okay.
4 minutes on each side, a little bit of butter. Right here I have an adobo mixture of adobo and sour cream.
Okay.
And all you have to do is get a can of adobo peppers.
Okay.
And that's it. You just open it up. And
Wow.
it was actually smoked jalapenos
Okay.
and adobo sauce.
I thought I smelled a jalapeno.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But you have this like creaminess and the heat at the same time. And you put it on first so the juices from the fish don't get your corn tortilla
Very nice.
a little soggy.
A little bit of a buffer. We have 30 seconds left.
Okay, great. Well, then you should be really hungry. Here we are. Here we are. So this is pickled shallots, really easy to do.
Yep.
And we have some purple cabbage for
Oh,
a touch of
yes.
crunch.
Not to
Very
mention
simple.
This is pretty.
It is. It's really
Very
pretty.
colorful,
And you know
yeah.
what? When you go home, you swing by Whole Foods, you pick up sustainable seafood. You can have this on the table, ready for your family in 15 minutes or less. But make sure you download that app.
We're getting the
Download
wrap
the
as we take
application.
this bite. Please
so
tell us
much.
anything that we've heard about farmed fish that we're not allowed to eat it or we shouldn't eat it. We can.
You certainly
Yeah.
can, and all that information is right there on the Seafood Watch app. It makes things so easy. And when you're walking to wherever you go to get your seafood and you forget your app, let's say it's in the car, just remember to ask, do you sell sustainable seafood? And that lets people know that you care about the ecosystem and where your fish comes from.
They
You are
point
the
you
man.
in the right direction.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Great having you.
It is such a pleasure, guys.
All right.
Enjoy.
Make better seafood choices as the demand continues to grow. If you want to find out more about the Seafood Watch program, just head to their websites right there on your screen. You can also download that app, and I suggest you do. Up next in the Morning Blend, don't freak out. Chris Angel is live in studio.
And on KTNV.com, you can find so